Hello guys, so today a bit longer video. I'll show you 10 tips and settings that everyone who uses Steam should know it. There's no certain list, they're just random, so it's not that first is better than the last. Okay, well, let's start. So obviously for all of this you need to open Steam first. Then we're gonna go to Settings, Downloads, Clear Cache Download. Obviously Steam, if you click this, Steam might restart or you might log in, but it's not gonna delete anything. Why you wanna do it? It can help downloads. So let's say if your download is stuck or sometimes you press a download a game, it just doesn't start. Or it's stuck or anything download related, it can fix this issue. Keep in mind, like I said, nothing's gonna be uninstalled. Yes, you might have to re-log in or reopen Steam, but yeah. Okay, next one. Still download related, how to change your region. Same as start, you're gonna go to Steam, Settings, Downloads. Let's see, scroll down. Download region. You just click it, obviously, and you just pick which one you want. Obviously, I would suggest for you to pick the closest for you. Obviously, you can, like, let's say in your USA, you can put, like, I don't know, across the world, but, like, that's not a good thing. So, yeah, maybe for some reason it's a different region, I would change the closest one to you. Then, obviously, you have to restart your download, and yeah, the thing it's gonna fix is maybe your download speed is slow, and if you change it closer to your country, it can actually download it much faster. So that's how you do that. So, another thing that's useful, obviously you're playing games, maybe you're taking screenshots, right? And you're like, where the screenshots are. I'll show you where to find them. So, you're gonna go to Steam, obviously View, Recordings and Screenshots. It's gonna be recordings as well. And then it's gonna be most recent, like for example, you can see what I played, or you can choose any game. Say Life is Strange. And they're all. And you're like, oh, how do I get it now, right? You're gonna right click, show on disk. I'm not gonna, because it's gonna show my disk. And then you're gonna see exact spot where they save. Then after, you can take them to your desktop or whatever disk. Okay, the fourth one now. You're gonna go to Settings, go to Cloud. And this is how to enable Cloud Synchronize. Obviously mine is enabled, maybe for some reason for you it might be disabled. So why this is important? This is important if you have many game saves between computers. Because cloud means it's obviously saved on Steam. If you play on, let's say, current PC, you play a game, you save, you don't have cloud enabled. If it supports it. I'm pretty sure all the games supports it. You have to check it out. Maybe some don't. But if you don't have it enabled, that means if you save this on this PC and you go to like friend's PC, it's not gonna be there. So yeah, this setting. So if you're wondering why your saves might not be there, this setting is gonna enable it and it's gonna be there. Okay. Next one, game related as well. You gotta go to Steam, Settings, Storage. You can see all your games, all your discs. And I'll show you how to move games. For example, Counter-Strike. I have it on C drive, right? Let's say you want to move it. You're going to click, move, and you're going to choose which disk. If the disk you want to move it to, let's say you add a new one, is not here. I have D, E, F. And obviously it was on C, so it's 4 disks. Let's say you have to have 5 disks. You're going to click back. Click here, add a drive, and then you can pick the drive, and after you add it, then you can move it. So this is good because obviously you can uninstall it and install it, but this is much better and also faster, because like for example CS is like how much, 72 gigs. If you don't have super good internet, it's gonna take a while, but moving it's much faster and much better. So another game related thing, Steam, Settings, go to Downloads. Let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, limit download speed. Obviously, self-explanatory. You just click it, it's gonna limit. You can put a number in. You can put burst seconds as well, gigabits or kilobytes. If you know one better. This is good if you wanna still download something while doing other Steam, not Steam, but specifically internet related stuff. Let's say you're watching a movie or like playing something, you still want to download it. Let's say it's a massive game, you still want to download it. So here you can limit it how much you are willing to for them to give. Obviously, if you put a number, whatever you're doing is lagging, you put it a bit lower, or that's how you can like find the sweet spot. So you can still download stuff. Next thing, game related as well, obviously, Steam. Settings. In game. And it's about Steam overlay. To enable it, for me, you can change it. It's basically is Shift Tab. You're gonna click Shift Tab in game. It's gonna open overlay. You're gonna be able to do many certain of things. Like you're gonna see, it's like almost everything. You can like there's so many things. If I list it, it would take a while. Like open people or like open another browser inside the game. Like you can do many things, but with good comes sometimes bad, and this might lag your game. Or for some games, if you play older ones, it might not work or glitch or something. So if you have issues with that, here you can disable it. Or change keys, because as well, Shift Tab is... Maybe you press Shift Tab a lot of times. I've had in games when I wanna sneak with Shift. Obviously on Shift for me I have sneak, and then you wanna tab, like check the scoreboard, and it just opens the overlay. So you can't do it. So either change the button or change it off. So, but it's still useful. So you gotta check, it depends on your PC performance. If not, I would keep it enabled. Okay, next thing, game related. Now you're gonna go to library. Let's say your game is not working correctly, or something glitching, or I don't know, there's some bugs, or you can't just open it. First things you would think like that everybody maybe does is, oh, I'm gonna delete it and uninstall it and install it. Which is obviously you can do that, but takes a longer while. Instead, I would do is you find the game. Let's say Hunt is not working well. Right click, properties, installed files, and verify integrity of game files. This basically will check all the files and all the whole game, that if some files are not working correctly or something's wrong, they gonna get the file, so re-download it. Basically, it's gonna go through whole game, but it's still much faster, better than just re-downloading. Because keep in mind, some games store settings only on the game, as well if you have the cloud. So maybe you're gonna re-download the game, reinstall it, and the saves are all gone. So, and verifying is much faster as well. It's gonna still take a while, but you're gonna verify it. It's gonna, wait, I'm gonna show you so you know. Like for example, see, it's gonna be here, gonna go here and here. And it's gonna validate files. Obviously, Left 4 Dead is not that big. It's gonna go through everything. It's gonna finish, it's gonna download, and after it's finished downloading what it's needed, you're gonna be able to play. Next thing, which is useful, game related. Steam settings. Same in game. Oh yeah, show performance monitor. Top right I have put it. So this is and you can change the level. I have top right FPS single value. So for me it's top right and it's gonna show FPS in game. Obviously you can use like other game, but this is pretty good. Because you can change many various things like size, contrast, background opacity, like many things regarded. For example, I have only FPS, you can put other things, FPS details. Yeah, so for me, just FPS, so it's just a number. You can have FPS details, have your default GPU, CPU, GPU, RAM, so you can see everything, which maybe you're like making a video or something, and sometimes you want to show people. It's good. So yeah, obviously you can change where, scaling. So this is really good. This is much better than other FPS tools you might use. Because obviously this is in Steam and it works very well. It's not gonna like bottleneck your performance because you can open another app or another thing. And last that you might wanna know or not, let's say you obviously use Steam, but you don't use it only Steam. You use Epic or whatever other browsers. Not that browsers, apps. But you don't use it Steam every day and you opens all the time. I'll show you how to disable that or enable it. You're gonna hold Ctrl Shift, press Escape. You're gonna go to Startup. And here you're gonna find enabled. For me it's not. You might not be for you. See it's disabled. So if you want it, you press enable. If not, disable. And it's gonna show how much of an impact. Also, this affects how fast your PC starts up. For example, let's say you want EA. I have what else I have here? Epic. You want Epic. I have voice mod. I'm using that. My browser I always keep it on. So yeah, it's not only Steam. You can do all these apps. You might have more because I don't have that much installed. So yeah. Well guys, these are 10 things I think you should know. Maybe you already do, maybe you forgot. But yeah, comment down below which one you didn't know or you forgot. And yeah, guys, see you next video.